Hello React Native developers, I hope you are well. William here, recording from beautiful Zurich, Switzerland. In this video, I would like us to tackle this screen, the outfit IDs. But before we get into it, I would like us to do some fixes on the drawer menu that we've done in the last video. I hope that sounds good. Let's have a look. So we are back into the code here, and the main thing I would like to do three things. Fix here the background pattern and factorize the avatar component as well as I think the header component, and especially considering that I guess we need it at many places. So I exported a new asset, which I can paste here, I think, which is called drawer. And we are gonna remove, so here we're gonna match with a background color, not an image. So actually I'm gonna remove this image here. And yeah, that looks good. And this one, we're gonna make it so actually to be secondary as well. Perfect. And here we're gonna switch the image to be, so assets drawer.png. And here we're gonna display the full image. So I guess we can remove this part. And you see, so here it looks like there is some continuity. And we have the border radius now that appears. I like it. Let's export the asset that we use. So maybe we can call it drawer background. Okay. And maybe I can just have it like this. And we need to export it here. Export assets. And if we go in app, so I guess here we would have assets as home assets, which we can add to the list here. And now we need to export assets. So export. I mean, for now, I guess I could also directly export assets. Oh. And then once we have more assets, we will change it. Exports assets from drawer. Okay. And maybe, so before we get into this screen here, maybe we can factorize. Can we? So factorize the avatar, maybe. So, which would be, I mean, I guess it's only this part here. Maybe it's not a big deal, but we should definitely factorize the header, which I guess we have here. Why is it position absolute? No, okay. Okay, so let's do a header component, and so here everything is white. If not, it's a secondary color. We do have like the rounded, so that's good. Okay, let's create in components, I guess, a header. And so we would have, oops, we would have left, so left icon, which is a string, on press. Same for right and title. So we can copy these, put them into a box. So let's import box, rounded icon button. No, text. Yes. Let's export it. So let's here, I'm not sure why. I'm trying to understand again the code. So we have the border bottom right, but why? Ah, yeah, okay, yeah, we need the 2 layers. No, so this is correct. I think I can just remove this, this. Perfect. And because these are part of the, should be part of the logic of the header. So I can use the header here, which I assume, no, was not imported properly. Looks good. This logic, I guess we need here in header. So here we have flex direction row. So nothing is okay. And here row we okay. So padding top or margin top. Margin top is so here I guess I need to use it in style. Insets dot top. Perfect. Align items center. Justify content space between. Perfect. And we can add some padding. Medium. Or only padding horizontal. Okay. Cool. Let's use the properties. So we have header props, title, so which we're going to put to uppercase, and here we would have left.onPress, left.icon, so we will have left, right. Right icon, right on press. Yeah, let's so title is my profile. I mean, it's not here a great title, but let's call it maybe menu. So icon is X, on press we don't do anything for the moment. And right is shopping bag, and again also no action for the moment. Looks good, and then we'll have to parameterize, but I guess we can do it directly in the next screen, parameterize the colors here. So if we use the header components here or here, it looks quite different. So we can, and we could also match the font perfectly. So if I go in theme, how should we call it, header or outline? Let's call it header. So that was font size 12. Font family is semi-bold. Line 8, 24. Color, we'll see. I guess I can put color here, secondary. Okay. Let me save quickly, because in case I mess up going forward. So we have our new assets, the new header component. Perfect. Okay, let's do this ugly red screen now. Okay. So we definitely have a box, and we have a header, and the title is outfit IDs. Left is the drawer, okay. So how is it called in the feather icon library? Feather icons, drawer, no, hamburger, menu. It's called menu, okay. So icon is menu. Action, no action yet, but let's do it. So open drawer, close drawer. We need to also do it in the drawer. I think would be interesting to implement these. So let's try to do it actually. Header up. And the right is, I think, the shopping bag. Here I would have flex, one background color, white. Oh. Yeah, this part is interesting actually. So here, actually I'm gonna switch the color to match here, and then I'm gonna add, here we're gonna create a property called contrast, which we're gonna use in the drawer. Is contrast a good name? To say we want it or dark. So this one would be dark. Default is false. Okay, so color. So if it's dark, it's white. If not, it's secondary. Background color. If it's dark, it's secondary. And if it's not dark, it's this color here, which is super light gray, which we probably need to create here. I'm tempted to just use this one here because it's so light already. So secondary or gray. And that would be same here for color. But you see, I mean, you are like, I love how TypeScript, I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing, and TypeScript is like pretty good at showing me what I need to do. So here the icon size ratio is not good. Also, I don't like that the opacity is not rounded. And the size also doesn't seem to be great. So size should be 44 here and here. And icon size, but the default ratio is in rounded icon. Default ratio is 0.7. I guess, yeah, okay. Here we're gonna specify a different icon ratio, because I guess in other cases it makes sense. So here maybe 0.5. Doesn't look too bad. So maybe actually this one, this gray is too gray. It looks like, huh? So maybe I'm gonna use this one here. So let's create maybe the light gray. see if we have a difference. Yeah, much better. That's funny. I like it. How does it? And here it looks good. And now let's do the opening, closing the drawer programmatically. So React navigation. React. Let me bring this here. Drawer navigation. Here, okay. So that's probably the one we need to use, because I don't think in the drawer we have access to, I mean, what? So I guess here we want navigation open drawer. Will work in the outfit ID screens, but not in the drawer component, I think. So here we would have navigation open drawer and the navigation prop. So let's do that would be roots. So export interface home navigation. Let's just copy this one. Home navigation props. Root name is a key of roots. And let's just put drawer navigation root name. And we have the same here. And this is home navigation props. And here it's home roots. So we know about the parameters if there are any. That makes sense. So this one should work, I think. And that would be outfit IDs. Okay. So this works. Can we fix? So I don't like here the rounded. Rounded icon. Rounded icon button. Here we need to apply the same border radius that we apply. So it should be, so style border radius is, so do we have it in props, size divided by 2? Seems correct, or just to debug, let me, so if I go in header and I put this one to be white, no. In button, yeah, that's what we did. We applied the same. Do I need also to apply the same size? So width would be props size, height would be prop size. So that doesn't work. I think I will. So how did we do it in button? We have the container, we put the width, the border radius, height. I'll investigate it offline. I'm tempted here to choose a different container component depending if it's a button or not. But here the action works. Let me take some notes so I don't forget. And now we need to do the closing of the drawer. And here we're gonna need to use, I think, an action. So that would be here. And so if I go back to the documentation, this is, so that would be close drawer, navigation, dispatch. And so draw action and navigation, do we get it here as a property? No. I don't think we can use navigation. Oh. I think. Okay, this works, okay. Okay. I'm checking the CPU usage. Okay, off expo, everything good. So we open, we close. Now, here we'll have some sort of list. Let's do the background. Let's do, so here, what do we have? We have the layout in free. Yeah, and we have background layout in free, and then yeah. So let's do, I'm tempted to do a single component just for the background because it's going to be actually quite some code. And then we do the content, which is going to be overlay on top of the background. So I want to do something like box flex 1. We're going to create a background component, which is going to be absolutely position filled. And here we'll put just the content. Just to make it simple. And so here that's already a folder, so that's perfect. So I'm going to call it background.txt. We need an asset which I already have exported. So I have it here. So you see it's this one here. So let's do the background. So it's an absolute position fill box, and we have 3 sub boxes. So this one would be position absolute, still wish. I mean, I guess there's a shortcut for it, which would be to use, maybe I shouldn't use box here. I should just do view. Or I could use style in box, but I could do view style, style sheet absolute fill. Okay. So here we have flex is 1 divided by 3. And okay. And so this one, the first one has a background color of this color, which I don't think we have in the theme yet, which is light blue, I guess. So we have light blue, and the foreground color is going to be white. So should I just... Oh, I guess I have it here. Okay. Background we need to import. So this one, background color is light blue. And in the foreground, we have a box with the bottom right radius. So box, I would say flex 1. Background color white, border bottom right radius XL. Yes, looks good. And then the second box is going to be our image. So we have source, require, assets, background.png, and style, styles, image. Let's create a style sheet quickly. So that would be a absolute position fill with undefined, height undefined, and resize mode contain. Oh, yeah, let's see. Okay, obviously not. Okay, so that's better, but I mean, I guess here it would be better if we would use orange. But I need to think if this will match on any screen size. Let me take a note quickly. So this one needs a background also and needs top left and bottom right radius. We should get in theme, so or should I use make style here? No, I'm gonna do it directly. So here I'm gonna copy the style. So we're gonna use the theme. And we'll have border, top, left radius, theme. Probably not importing the right theme, yes. Can I do this? Okay. Theme, border radius, I guess XL. And same for the bottom, it looks good. Same for the bottom right radius. Bottom. That looks good. And now we need to add the background color, which here would be white. Let me do this. So box, flex one, background color white, and same here with secondary. Okay, we are making progress. And here, so the third one, the background color, let's say, is, I think what I'm gonna do here is to use the light blue. I'm gonna use the light blue here as well. And I would just export a new image that will fit the background, and also here we'll probably have a fixed size for the image and have a flex one for the top and the bottom. And then we're sure it will match on every screen size, exactly like we did for previous examples where we've used the... And so here it's very similar to this one, except here I guess background color is secondary, and it's not a border bottom right, but a border top left. Yeah. And I like it. I would just export an image here so it looks more seamless. And maybe, yeah. And here we'll have a fixed size for the image depending on the aspect ratio. And here we will take whatever is the remaining space at the top and whatever is the remaining space at the bottom. But that's our background. And now we can overlay our cards on top of each other. And should we have like something like so we should create a state maybe. But for now, maybe let me just create the cards manually. So we'll have 3 cards. And what I want to do, so the color and the scale of the card and its translation depends on its position. So I think we're gonna have position that goes from 0 to 1. And here we will have position 0, for instance. And here we'll have position 0, 5. And here we'll have position 1. So let's create the card component. So that's our card component. We have the position, which is a number for now. I mean, I guess it's always going to be a number. And so we have a container, they all overlay on each other, so it's gonna be a view with a style something like this. And no. So let me just do maybe box. Because here we want justify content center, align items center. And here we'll have background color. So we should interpolate the color depending on the position. You know what? Let me just hard code it here for now. So background color. No. So I'm gonna do I'm thinking of interpolating the scale, so making it an animated element, but which is a bit silly because the driver actually no, that makes sense. Because right now position is not an animation value. So why would we use animated? But actually maybe if we swipe a card and the position changes, we are going to use a transition on the position. So for instance, for the card to go back to the foreground. So actually, I'm going to create this to be an animated adaptable number, because in the future, we're going to probably once we move forward with this feature, this might become an animated node. So actually that might make sense. So style, let's do background color, for instance. And background color, oops. We can use interpolate color on position. Input range goes from 0. So I guess we can use mix color. And we go from this one to this one. And so we need some size here. I don't like, so I don't have the size because of this space here. Card, okay, perfect. So card 1. So I can take dimensions. So we would have weave. Okay. So weave, let's say I'm going to take Windows weave 80%. And height would be weave times the aspect ratio, which should be here. Okay. $294 divided by 425. Not the other way around. Looks good. Border radius. I don't get it. Okay. This is too big. Huh? And now, much, yeah, I like it better. 7. And now let's do add a translation. So translate Y. We can mix as well on position to go from 0 to minus, I don't know, minus 100. Transform. Translate Y. Yeah, so that's a bit too much. And we scale. This is gonna be cool, I think. Scale. So we go from 1 to 0.9. Let's try. Isn't that cool? And we can wrap it into a pan gesture handler. Use pan gesture handler from redash. And I'm tempted to write something like translate x equals with spring, and value would be, so I need translation and velocity and state of the gesture as well. So value would be translation.x, velocity would be velocity.x and state of the gesture, and snap points would be 0 minus, let's say minus with, 0 with. With spring, we would get from redash. I'm not sure how well it's working. We're about to find out. So that seems good, kind of, but it's annoying that we cannot translate. So I'm going to call it translate y offset and translate y is add of translation.y. No. It's the add of translate offset, and we also need to spring, but here back to 0. So it will be y, and the only snap point is 0. Something like this, huh? So we move it around. All right. So we are making progress. I think in the next video, we're gonna deal with the details of this gesture and also what happens. So you see, I mean, it needs some improvements, and also what happens when we need to add, bring the cards to the top, change the state of the screen. I'm gonna try to export some images also that we can add to the cards, and I will try to also export a better background image here. And let me just check. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this session. I'm looking forward to see you in the next one, and in the meantime, happy hacking.